Everybody can draw 4 cards, and let's kick this pig. I have no idea what you guys are going to do. There's a lot of various shit that's been planned here and there. There's other ongoing tasks and stuff that people may or may not wish to do. There's various other unsundry stuff. But I do know where you're going to start. Fortunately, it's really easy now to get around in the world, as the players have discovered like one of the little built-in secrets and stuff. So right now you guys all wake up, and you remember in the acting place how it's like you start off in a nice bedroom. The bedrooms have gotten a little nicer and a little bigger. You're not sure what's up with that, but you're going to be waking up there. It looks like your stuff has been mostly moved in. Like there's still some of your stuff from the other place in boxes. So it's obvious to you that you've moved, but where you are now, why you're here, and all that kind of stuff, mystery. You do hear some drunken ranting in the fucking hallway.
So we're in the closer future now. Present day.
Kinda.
Not the cyberpunky world.
No, not yet. But it's, if you want to go there, it's very easy to go there. And to do certain deeds. It's weird that people voted for that for the #1. I mean, it's easy for me to make adventures, but it's a nasty place. It's just a horrible place, and people are like, we want to go there again, where everybody's trying to kill us and betray us, and that makes me happy. I want to go there again, Logan. Okay.
Everybody likes Fallout for some reason.
Well, yeah, Fallout's a different world that is in the campaign. That one's just the horrible place where, you know, people like to carry guns and stuff, and a lot of the people feel very good about that. Nobody has any red cards?
No.
That's odd. It's tempting to give you a refill just to shake things up, but we'll see what happens. So, yeah, you guys hear, it sounds like Alex Kinley blundering around drunkenly, which comes as no surprise as it looks to be morning out. He likes to get his drinking in early and often.
Yes.
I look to see if there is still a button of sword dispensary.
It looks as though, that's a good question. Go ahead and take a card for that. It looks as though it looks as though some workmen somewhere are in the process of getting them installed, but they're not quite there yet. It's one of the things being worked on.
Get those demons out my room.
You hear from down the corridor.
Guess you can't have everything. Right.
And make sure you install all the gas lamps that I wanted.
Gas is very dangerous,
Shut
Mr.
I'm going to do a sword trick.
No problem. You begin casting spells as part of your morning evolutions. It's much more interesting and better for the story than sitting on the stool and cranking one out. By that I meant taking a dump, although I realize it could be taken either way. Or
and fumble.
That's perfect. Yes, you're done with that spell today. Yeah. If it's a special sword, I would wonder if it had gone away permanently and you just couldn't get it back, and you're like, uh-oh, but I don't care. In this house, there is enough swords that if you're like, I've been disarmed, I pick up a new sword from somewhere. Fine, there's another sword. Apparently, they're planning on you having access to lots of swords here.
I, too, attempt to practice this cool trick that I've seen Glenn do.
That is important to build up that skill. Yes, I agree. Go for it.
Good skill.
Damn good skill. Plus, if you get the opposite of Glenn... Oh, wait. Did you make it?
That would just be at learn, right?
Do you?
I haven't skilled up yet.
Oh yeah, then it learned. So no. Yeah,
Nope.
you spend half the magic points that it would normally cost in your failed attempt, but assuming that you have enough to pull it off again, you can try again.
Yes.
And
No.
there you go. So you're done with that for today. And when you fumble, it costs all the magic points as if you'd done it successfully, but you didn't. I'm loving the spell system so far because it's possible to get lots of spells and a real pain in the ass to work on them. But we are developing people who've got 10 different spells now. It's just they're not wonderful spells. Nice. So, right. You guys hang out in your individual bedrooms. You hear occasional yelling and such at workmen down the hall.
I get dressed and attempt to find the kitchen.
I'm sure. I'm assuming that when you guys get dressed, you're normally dressed in the I have money, but I'm not showing off type of clothes. Like they're well made and such, but they're not ostentatious. Unless you're choosing otherwise, or you've got a normal look you go for.
Yeah, I'm dressed like, hello, I'm a 1920s PI.
Great, that's easy. Okay, yep. And how are you dressing there, Dana Zool?
Today she's gonna dress in some stretchy slacks and a button-up blouse.
Great. Okay, nothing really freaky or anything. Unlike the ninja who's totally dressed as a ninja who's yelling at workmen in Alex Kinley's voice, but he is totally dressed as a ninja for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah, it's odd, but it looks like they're working on installing gas lights into his room because he doesn't like modern shit, even a little bit.
Done.
All right.
So you guys are hanging out. Oh, right. When he looks at you, he has no pupil or retina in his eyes at all. Apparently, he got so drunk that they fell out. You didn't know that was medically possible, but of course, his whites should be more bloodshot than they are, but it's just white. It's not bloodshot white. It's just white.
White to the white. Right.
I grab my phone, I grab my gun, and I go see what's the matter.
No problem. Alex, you remember the priestess saying something about they always wear contact lenses in order to keep a low profile. Apparently, you are not their low profile person. So, no problem. Yeah, everybody is now together. You watch the people trying to put in the gas stuff into Alex's room because he had all the electrical wiring taken out.
Mr. Kinley, is that you?
Yeah. I'm just like a ninja.
Those are interesting pajamas.
The ninja shoes are actually kind of comfortable for you, but yeah. What do you change? How is Alex normally dressing now?
I don't know anymore.
Does anybody else? Why don't you tell us how you're dressing today?
Today I think I'll go for a nice smart suit.
That's really not the direction I thought you'd go. I thought you'd be like a nice blouse and maybe a skirt.
Schoolgirl, but
I'm sure you have that as an option in your closet for some reason.
It's my Britney Spears get up.
So you guys all meet up. What are you going to do? You're having breakfast. Jim is happy to serve you guys breakfast.
James.
Sir.
Whiskey.
Yes, sir. Would you like ice in your whiskey?
Yes.
Whiskey and bacon.
Right. So you guys are eating or drinking your breakfasts.
I attempt to listen to the news.
No problem. By the way, did you guys ever see the zombie movie Zombieland? No?
No.
Or
No.
what was that? Is where they broke into Bill Murray's home? No?
It's pretty.
Okay.
No.
Well, there's a picture of somebody. I don't know if you guys know Doc Fulton.
Don't think that name yet.
No? There's a picture of somebody you don't recognize, and then 8 more in Andy Warhol style. It's a 3x3 picture, and it, like, if it was done in like black and white, but instead like a color like red, orange, yellow, and then, you know, like that kind of style where each is a different color, and it's really big. It's like, I want a large picture for my living room wall, that kind of big.
All right.
Yeah, you have no idea why that's here. But the home appears to be the kind that they may send out people to track down lost people and return them to the front door so that they can escape. Yeah, there may be a tour group that's been lost in this home for the last 3 years. You're not sure. It's a much larger home than the one you're used to.
Actually, there's something very important that's been bugging me for days now that I have to just get done. I go and get the builders in my room.
All right.
Come here, come here. After you're done with this, this is what I want you to do. I take them to the front door, and I say, right, the U-shaped drive.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You just start off with a ramp, okay, that leads to a jump, that leads to a spike pit, that leads to a 360 tunnel where you have to turn over like, and then various other obstacles along the way to get in and out.
They stare at you like you're insane. They look at Jim, and it shows Jim behind your back going, and they go, yes, sir. And they say, we'll finish up in your room first. And hurry back.
You better get it done or I'll come after you.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. I wanted the Chris to come back on and be like, motherfucker.
I like the jump with the fucking
Go with that.
Oh yeah, I'm into the idea. Jim isn't. Convince Jim.
But Jim's not in charge.
No, well, actually, the butler is in charge of all of the home stuff. So yeah, if you get Doc Fulton to tell Jim,
It's outside of the home.
yeah. So
don't I get my mansion, or am I just getting?
well, no, you could actually have a mansion because you are a B-lister now. So yes, you could have a mansion. Actually, you could get the one across the street. You look over, it shows Beyonce go, oh, and closes the door. Oh no, my mansion.
I'm coming to you, Beyonce.
So you guys have your breakfast and stuff. The workmen are still working away in Matt's room.
Does my stuff from the future work here?
What stuff from the future? And which future?
Oh,
I have more than one future in this.
Right.
We bought a bunch of burner cells in the terrible mechanical horse place.
Pistol.
Yeah, the mechanical horse place. The weapons work fine. The cell phones haven't had the software made in the towers that normally communicate yet. So they don't, I mean, they can turn on, you can play Snake or whatever futuristic Snake game, you know, whatever they've got on them, but they're no good for calling other people, much as your cell phones from here didn't work there. If only you had some sort of special calling plan that allowed you to call different time periods and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
What about the frequency jammer?
Yeah, that actually does work. It just basically frequencies don't really change how much stuff you can put through them does. But yeah, you can jam the fuck out of whatever house-sized area you want. You could jam this house if you wanted to, just to be a dick. Maybe even your neighbors, you're not sure on that. Just boost up the signal. I mean, if somebody finds out about the jammer, which they may eventually, then they'll be upset. But if you do it for an hour, every other day or something like that, or at random, they'll never figure it out. They'll just piss them off every day.
Lovely. All right. Stash that away.
Okay. It's a pretty slick unit. Yeah.
Yeah. Get out my 2 this era cell phones.
Those work fine. You can call yourself on your other phone.
And try to check the news. Great.
It appears that aside from the Caped Crusader, aka Batman, who is going around and apparently attacking and draining the blood out of criminals, he's never.
He was the one that got away, Glenn.
I thought we ran him down.
No, not Batman. He was the only one.
Oh, Batman got away.
Yeah,
It's ironic that Batman was the one that got away.
A lot of people like the opinions about a third for him. A third are neutral, and the third are against him as far as public opinion goes.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying that he is what the city needs to clean out its scum. The cops are definitely not fucking happy that a murderous vigilante is going around and fucking draining the blood out of people and then decapitating them and leaving their bodies around. Not happy at all.
No.
Usually with the bat sword or the bat fucking paper cutter or whatever he uses, they're not even sure. So bat stapler. Yeah. Bat stapler will reattach a head to the body. Yeah.
Right, so is there anything you guys want to do today that you need to take care of?
Yeah, we could kill Batman.
He's considered very difficult to find, apparently. And he's been out in the daytime and the nighttime, according to the news. So you're not sure. And nobody's been able to trap him. People have been trying. They can't even figure out exactly where his hideout is. They tried luring him in at one point with a bat signal. And then they got a different bat signal, but it was just one hand flipping off. So they figured that might not work. He doesn't have a cool Batmobile or a fucking weird looking motorcycle with just like giant tires or anything like that yet. And he has actually given like some interviews to people and stuff like that. And it's been established that his bat costume does not have nipples. Very important for a lot of the fans who are still disappointed by that movie.
What? He doesn't have nipples?
On his bat costume.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was some fucking director who thought it was important for all the costumes to have nipples on them for reasons.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weird directors out there, apparently. It's like, I know what we need. Oh, really? So, there you go. Yeah. So, tracking him down would be very difficult,
Like a crit roll, like difficult?
On what skill would you use to track him down?
Well, I think streetwise, maybe putting the word out.
Yeah, streetwise. A crit streetwise, you can walk. Do you want to before you roll? Do you want to get in the car and drive around like a lot of the bat people, as they're calling themselves? Also, keep in mind there are numerous fake Batmans, as well as Spider-Man, Hulks, etc. Although less than there used to be because so many of them got killed by vampires. The Comic-Cons, though, they're really, kind of good news, bad news. A lot of people died, bad news. There are more rooms that you can rent for staying at the hotel and stuff. So a lot of people are seeing that as the possible upside. A lot of selfish people out there, you're thinking. Plus, there's the whole like mystery and conspiracy theory. Like, did these other superheroes, because nobody ever found their bodies, right? Because MCC, they do one thing, well, two things really well: install cable and remove bodies. And what a fucking pass! What a work they have. And so a lot of people are wondering, you know, if the disappeared superheroes have like joined forces with Batman, been raptured, gone to the halls of justice somewhere else. Just stupid theories abound.
Okay. Well, I'll just put the feelers out and see if anything comes back.
Sure, give me that fucking critical streetwise.
Fumble.
Right. Yes, you have many. He is everywhere. Oh, okay. Not a fumble. Great. I was gonna say he's nice. In your bedroom. Shows a lot of work dressed up as Batman.
I got him.
So yeah. So you guys have driven downtown, and Alex has talked to a couple of different homeless people, and then you're currently in the car driving around. Alex keeps muttering. Sure.
We won't have a go.
Well, it's not a crit.
I know homeless people too, says Glenn. So yeah, it's homeless day. Everybody mark off. Everybody who wants to try the streetwise, mark off $100 in various bribes, buying food, etc. You know, little. Actually, sorry, Glenn, mark off $200, $100 for Alex, who doesn't seem to fucking know what money is. And yeah, welcome to fucking real insanities, real problems. Yes. And would Dana Zool like to try her streetwise and maybe make Glenn pay for it as well?
She did not make it.
Oh, are you making Glenn pay for it?
I will not make Glenn pay for it.
Yeah, no problem. You guys go out and do your good deed for the day by distributing some money to homeless people.
Yeah, I feel better.
Yeah.
Get some sound back.
You don't feel that good. Oh. But something wow. Okay, no, it was a weird thought because your character's making a lot more money. You don't care about money. So in your room is a big basket that has money in it that you've been ignoring. There you go. It just keeps getting put in there and you don't know where it's coming from or why it's there.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That stuff just gets like thrown into other people's rooms at random.
Okay, great. Both of you two, give me a luck roll for something here. It's not Glenn. Not her. Okay, great. Hopefully I'll remember to check because somebody will walk in and find like 6 figures of money laying on their bed for no reason. They'll be like, oh. So anyway,
with a note saying "Love Alex." I don't know what price this comes with.
They might know it's from him just from the smell of whiskey on the money. Imagine that, living with the kind of person who would dump like $100,000 on your bed and then pour an entire bottle of whiskey in your bed. It's like. Yeah, it's like I'm kind of happy I got all this money, but some asshole dumped a bottle of whiskey on my bed. I could buy a new bed. So, who's driving, by the way?
Not me.
Yeah, you keep yelling demons and muttering in the back seat.
Made it.
Oh, I wasn't even asking for a driving roll. You're not doing anything crazy, but you do something crazy, so you can get a driving roll. I'm cutting this asshole off. Yeah.
Well, so listen to me about the driveway. You had to make drive rolls every day. You had to leave and come back. Bastards. Yes. Well, yeah.
Well,
you guys are driving around at random right now. Fortunately, you're all doing pretty well financially, and so I'm not worried about gas and shit. So what do you want to do?
looks like Batman has eluded us.
Oh, yeah.
So what else is going on in this world, Alex?
No, I've done a lot in here lately, so unless you guys have anything specific that you guys want to do here, everything that I want to do here would be personal stuff, which is, I don't want to drag you guys into that. So, I don't know if you have anything that you guys need to do in any of the other zones. We have quite an easy way of getting around now that we know of, so.
You should teach us how to do that.
Oh, it's not. It's just we just have to go to the. We're in the car. Let's go. I'll tell them how to get to the barbers.
You guys go to the barber shop, and there's a guy named Clem who's the barber. He has big, friendly mutton chops and stuff, and he goes, "Hi, what can I do for you?" When you walk in.
Hey, Clem.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Yeah, shush, please. Right, you guys. This is Clem. Clem.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Shush.
Clem.
Right. Clem, yes. So what happens is
There's 4 barber chairs.
You ask for a shave.
All right.
No, shush. You'll sit in one of the seats. They'll ask you where you want to go or where you want to go back to, and then you tell him a zone you want to go to. Now it has to have a barber shop in that zone. So if there is no barber shop in that zone, you can't go there. But as long as there's a barber shop there, you will basically wake up close to or in the barbershop.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Right, let's leave. They know now. Thanks, man.
Bye.
So we can always come back here if you guys decide you want to go to another zone, but it's up to you. I don't know if you guys have leads you need to take here or in other zones. I mean, do we have fixes in this zone?
No, you actually have a lot of people that apparently work for you that you've never bothered to meet, including a press agent, a publicist, an agent, a manicurist, a makeup specialist, hairstylist, etc., etc. You've never actually met or given a shit about any of these people, and when they've come to you, you've ranted at them and thrown a whiskey bottle, making them depart again. Nice. So they've left you alone.
All right, gotcha. Well, okay. I'm just thinking, like I don't know if these guys want to go back to the cyberpunk world, but if we do, at least we have the wizard there that we can go to for a job if we want a job.
True. There's a car following you, by the way. It seems to be a small, crappy car. You guys notice it because it's a small, crappy car with discolored paint. It's not the kind of car that one would normally choose to follow somebody else in. And in the give me spot hidden rolls if you want to get a look at the driver.
Great.
Yeah. You've seen his face before, but you don't remember where.
Credit half.
Can I make a memory roll?
Sure. You're -30. You were really drunk at the time, like super drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who that is. He told you he was your new personal assistant, and then you ignored him. So now he's just following you around waiting for orders. Oh, a little silhouette on the mush.
Got a mush.
See how I fucking plant tunes into his head? Now he's stuck with it. So, right, you're driving. It's up to you what you want to do and where you want to go. You have the power.
This be an opportunity for counter surveillance?
Not really. You know he's back there. He's not. He's leaving only the minimum amount of space between your cars. If he was Russian, then you were. It was spy versus spy time. This technique would be called bulldogging, where you always keep like a certain number of meters between the cars, regardless of anything else, because that's how the Russians did it in the Cold War, and they liked it. Seriously, they really did. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
You gonna bring me mine?
Yeah.
Cool.
I suppose we could attempt going to work in this realm.
You could. There's always Handy.
Yeah. We've only We've only been to the 2 worlds, so.
I'm sure Alex knows of a lot more worlds if you're wanting to go exploring other worlds as well.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you guys want to do. Unfortunately, you are literally spoiled for choice here, and it's not an easy look. The princess has been kidnapped again. Go get her. Ooh, weird. Thanks. She's always getting kidnapped and shit.
Yeah. And she's not in the right castle.
Right.
What do you think, Dana?
Let's check out Handy.
Okay.
No problem. That's the film that, or it's an ongoing TV series. Shit, you guys have never been on set before, have you?
I think we did.
Did you?
Well, it was kind of a off, you guys did this in your spare time.
Yes, it's pretty much your day job that I don't really focus on too much. But anytime you want to make acting and talent roles and stuff, you can go do it on Handy by basically they film ahead a bunch, and so you work for a really long day. And since you guys aren't some of tied into it all the time, because that'd make a really boring campaign. I go to work again. Yay! Nothing cool happens. Yay! But if you'd like to make acting and talent roles and stuff, plus, do you remember what special roles your character's gonna make? Did you guys have characters, or are you extras?
I was an extra.
Nice. Okay. Acting and talent roles. Sure. You get a check in each if you want.
Acting. No.
Okay. You can also try memory to remember your lines and shit if you want, but you're not a convincing actress right now.
Okay. Acting. No.
This is why you guys are extras, you're thinking. No talent extras.
What was that line again? No.
Yeah, you did more harm than good by showing up today, but they don't chase you down with sticks or anything, so that's good.
Can I still try talent?
Sure.
Maybe they could just sense that something extra in me anyway.
Yeah.
Star
no,
power.
they couldn't. They could not.
Nice.
Okay. While we're waiting for Matt,
He's
go
probably
home,
in the other room yelling demons and shit.
sleep, cut to tomorrow, and go to work again and try those roles.
Sure, I'll give you one more day of that. Go for it. You can also try all your spell rolls and shit again.
Yes, sword trick.
Sword trick.
Damn it!
No. There goes the sword.
That one wasn't a fumble.
Mine was a fumble. It flew out the window and down into the gorge on top of all the broken cars.
Oh no, that gorge is gone. You're in a whole different home now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this one's got a 9-hole golf course behind it for some reason.
Well, good to do something with your lawn.
Yeah, it's pretty extensive golf course. It looks like whoever got this home said the main thing is the golf course, and after that we can negotiate.
Wait, I try the sword trick again. Damn it!
Yeah, that's a spirit. Apparently nothing works for you and you're unhappy. Cool. Could I have the ketchup, sir? Rockin'.
Oh, I think I made sword trick.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Yes. Where did my sword go? Glenn!
Yay! Now, good news. It's there until you pull it out. Thanks, bro.
It's your magic pocket.
Yay! Yep. So now you're going to always have a weapon on you.
Okay.
At least till you draw it for the first time, and then
Too bad I
Work.
can't use it very well.
Or
Right. What's that?
work or golfing.
You guys can go golfing if you want. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, shit. Actually, that'll make you possibly the first PCs to ever golf on this course. So, if you want to, If all the PCs want to go golfing, that sounds good to me. Matt, you can give me a golfing roll also after you get settled.
Golfing?
Yeah, everybody's going golfing today. They've chosen something new and interesting to do.
I assume that's at Learn.
Yep. But I mean, it'd be a shame not to because you do have your own golf course.
I suck at golfing.
I'm doing really well at this.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
No problem. You guys are having a great golf game. Glenn's just over there trying to figure out which end of the putter to use and shit. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
no problem. Yeah, you guys have a nice golf game and stuff. Sitting around dressed in unusual clothing and shit.
Nice.
They appear, Matt, to be floundering for something to do. So if you want to take them on a tour or something like that, feel free. Well, whatever.
Glenn, should we do one more day at the handy show? See if they have any pickup work for me still.
One more day of work, and then we'll go exploring.
Everybody give me talent, acting, memory, roles.
Talent.
I
no.
made talent.
Hey,
Oh my God.
acting. Yes.
Star
Acting.
power. You notice they make somebody makes Matt wear contacts during the close-in shot. Well, actually, during all the shots.
Acting at 1/6.
Ooh.
And critical memory.
Hmm.
Look at one.
Okay. You guys notice that Alex is really good at all this acting shit for some reason.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He
like,
has an actual
super good.
character.
Yeah, I think he does.
What's his character?
Which character are you, Matt?
I'm the alien pilot.
That's right. So there you go.
Good one.
Mm-hmm. And your tagline, Matt?
Yeah.
You don't remember it?
It's a great tagline.
It really is.
Yeah.
Do something stupid like ooga 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 booga or something.
No. That's a different character's tagline, Matt.
I don't know. I've got it written down here somewhere. You really want me to take the time to look for it.
Glub, glub.
Glub, glub. Yeah. Talking stupid.
You used to love that tagline. So yeah, you see what happens when somebody becomes B-list? They get too big for their britches.
Vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have done as much work as you can handle. What now? I literally have tons of adventures prepared, so don't worry about that.
Cut to the next day.
Sure, you guys go home to do more magic. We're gonna get this fucking sword trick eventually, he says. She's like, I've already done it. And you're like, I don't care. I'm going to get mine.
Sword trick. Damn it. Ooh, I think that made it. Yes, it did. Shing.
Congratulations.
Okay. I think we need to check out one of these other worlds we've been hearing about.
Have you not gone to the other worlds yet?
Just here, the red carpet world and the cyberpunk world. So I've heard about a Western world.
Yeah, don't go there.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean the furry one. Furries. I'll take them there. That's a crazy place.
Which one?
Beastkin World. Yeah. You'll like that.
How would you like to go there?
By the barbers.
Okay. No problem. He takes you guys over to the barber, and Clem says, "Hi, what can I do for you?"
Can I have a shave, please, Ben? All of us.
All right. Where are you going
Yes.
back to? He says.
Beastkenworld.
And you? He says, looking at the 1920s PI.
Did he say Beastie World?
Beastkin.
Beastkin?
Yeah.
All right. And you? He says to her. With him? With him?
With them. Yes, please.
All right. No problem. He gets the hot towels and puts them on your face. And after a few minutes, he takes them off again. And he's standing there, except now I believe he has an otter's head. You guys are like, okay. And it's kind of like Disney characters. You know how they always have the walking, talking animals? Well, your parents, you fucking seen the Disney movies where the animals are walking around talking. He's one of them now. Or he's in a furry suit. You're not sure.
Oh boy.
There you go, he says.
Welcome to the Beastkin world. Dun, 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 dun. Here we're all known as Australians.
Australian.
Well, then usually embassy.
No problem. You guys start walking through the downtown.
Description.
Yep, that's exactly what I was doing. Many of the streets are dirt. Some are cobblestone. Others are in the process of getting cobblestone. You notice there's a big fucking fortress to the west. There's walls around the city. There's various animals and stuff. There's roughly 20 different kinds of heads. There are no reptiles. I think all of them are mammals. There's no birds or anything, but all of them are different mammal heads. There's like bear heads and stuff like that. Opossum head. Right, but let's see, other things. There's a main street that goes apparently from the docks to the fortress. And where you guys are going to is there's a wall around. Actually, hold on, I'll show you the fucking map. That'll help.
So it's just animal heads?
Well, and the various bodies, like for example, the bear guy is furry. You know?
Okay.
Furries.
Yeah, you're pretty much in furry world. Here's a map of the town. It's a generalized map. The green shit to the north is marking the southern border of fields and stuff that you guys can't see from where you're at. But to give you an idea of where you're going, what is this?
I found shit area.
Yes, yes. You guys are going. Do you see the brown string thing that goes from the docks to the fortress? Where it goes into the first gate of the big L-shaped two-gate thing. If you go along the wall to the southeast, the second little city-looking thing or whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. I thought I could make a little thing on the map, but I seem to be having problems. Here, let me try this. Nope, that's not doing it. All right, but little city thing. It's against. Oh, there it goes. Yes, that one. Congratulations to whoever managed to do that. That's about where the Australian embassy is. It's very prime real estate. The Australian embassy is huge. It has Australian flag flying, several Australian flags flying. It says Australian Embassy in English. They have guards at the doors who are different animal heads and stuff. When you get close, they scrutinize your ears. For Glenn, they actually ask him to remove his hat so they can check out his ears closer.
Please make sure you're not an elf.
I attempt to act Australian.
Okay.
Should I roll acting?
Sure. Or mimicry if you were wanting the accent, because Australians don't really have a special walk that I'm aware of. It's a good opportunity to build up your mimicry.
Yeah, mimicry at learn is a fail.
They look confused. After checking to make sure all of your ears are what they're expecting, they salute and open the doors for you so you can go inside, where a bird, a small bird, immediately says, "Motherfucker!"
Ahoy, language.
He says, "I'm teaching it to them." He motions with a wing toward two elf kids, one male, one female. They're probably around 8 or 9 years old. They are both dressed in livery that looks like it was has the Australian flag on it. And they both wave at you guys and they go, "Hello." And they have an odd accent, kind of like an Italian type accent to their English. Give me, does anybody actually speak Latin aside from Alex, who I know does?
No.
All
right.
learn.
Go for it. Yeah, try your Latin at learn.
No.
Nope.
Cool. They have a weird accent. They ask if you're hungry or thirsty.
I'm all right.
Good for now.
Motherfucking Alex Kinley is back, says the bird.
Ahoy, I told you to watch your fucking language.
All right. I'm sure Veeks will be happier to see you.
Uh-huh.
Who's the new Australians, he says.
2 new Australians.
Good.
Yeah.
Where's the head Australian?
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while.
Okay.
But you know what you could do?
I know what I could do. It immediately takes a dump. It's in its big cage. There it goes.
That's not what I was thinking.
That was what you were thinking. What else are you thinking?
I think of you teaching these 2 air magic.
I knew you were going to say that. I hate you so much.
Just do it.
What do I get out of this?
You get to, like, live here.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. It's going to start off on Scott. It's attempting to teach you a spell.
Ooh.
It knows what it's talking about, but it is unable to teach you. It attempts to teach Sheila a spell. It knows what it's talking about, and it teaches you. Holy shit.
Hey.
That's the fastest this bird has ever imparted knowledge ever.
I had to come back to see him for years.
Right. You learn a new spell, which I will copy paste into Roll20 so that you can copy it into your thing somewhere, because it's your job to know the spells super well before you cast them, Sheila. This one is called, where the fuck did the title go?
No smell?
Oh, there it is. No smell, yes. Casting time is around, range is self, duration's an hour, and magic point cost is low cost of 2. So it's a great one for practicing to get better at your magic. That is the basic spell in the air chain. So if you ever get a crit when casting that, then you will pick up the next spell in the air chain, and so on. So be sure to
use that instead of deodorant.
For an hour. The next spell up in the air chain is nice. So yeah, I'd be casting that fucker every day. So there you go, says the bird.
Well done.
Friggin' Australians, he mutters. The kids bring over some finger food and stuff like that. It appears that the 2 elvish kids' job is to make sure that guests are made comfortable here. And they seem to be good at it. I mean, they're really short, but other than that, they're fine.
I'm going to take them to see the salamander.
I knew that shit was coming. Veeks is a really long salamander of some sort. It's about like aside from the tail, which doubles his length, he's the size of a large dog. But he's a lizard. And he's currently, you know those old wood burning kits that kids used to get back in the days before health and safety were a concern? It appears that he's got a metal thing clamped in his teeth that he's heating up and using that to burn stuff in the wood. He attempts his wood burning thing. He is currently making a pretty cool picture of Joshua McKay with his wood burning kit. He stops and carefully sets it aside and scampers over and goes, Alex Kinley.
What's up?
Good. Who are these other Australians, he says.
New Australians.
Oh, good. He says.
Glenn and Dana.
Yeah.
And Dana, yeah. So, actually.
Did you bring my price? Because I know what you're going to ask. Did you bring the price?
Oh, no, I'm just at the introduction.
Oh.
It's up to them.
I have several hobbies, I've got hot air ballooning. Not working well.
He likes to collect hobbies. So if you get him a new hobby that he can do, because he's, you know.
Stamp collecting was a disaster. I sneezed once, gone. He shakes his lizard head and looks at
If you can come up with a cool new hobby for him, he'll teach you fire magic.
He seems to be wearing a
The dangers of philately.
He seems to be wearing a sweater made out of asbestos. They built a big furnace for me that I live in now.
Nice.
Yeah, it got me out of the other work and stuff over at the smelters.
Your boss over there was a right hard ass.
The lizard kind of bobs his head up and down, which was probably a nod. And he says, "Did you already mess with the word?"
Yes.
Good. He hates that.
I can teach you.
Hmm?
Oh wait, do I have to roll teaching? Is that part of it?
Who are you talking to?
You can try and teach a salamander something.
I can only do fire magic, says the salamander. I'm a
No,
fire salamander.
No. In return, I think Glenn's saying he could teach him a new hobby.
Oh no. But I can only do fire magic. Oh, you're going to teach me a new hobby. What's your new hobby you're going to teach me?
I've done that before.
True.
Well, if you're interested in hot air ballooning, you might want to know about parachuting.
I like this idea. What is parachuting?
Well, you wear a special device. It's like a backpack. And if you fall or jump out of a hot air balloon or a different aircraft, then you use your parachute and you get a big well, it's kind of like a balloon above you, personal balloon.
Okay.
More like a sheet on strings, and you fall slowly.
Oh, so I won't die.
Yeah, you won't die, and it's pretty cool. People do it for fun sometimes.
Are you going to make me one of these parachutes? Good.
What would that be?
Wow.
That'd be under sewing or craft parachute or something like that. The lizard seems to really like this idea. He's been worried about the whole death by parachuting thing or death by falling.
Yeah.
He's into it. But of course, to teach him anything will be basically you always have to make two rolls. You have to make the skill that you're trying to impart and a teaching roll. Both. Unfortunately,
What are you trading me?
skydiving, well, don't try to teach him yet because he hasn't got a parachute. He really says he can't envision it without the parachute. And plus, skydiving is something that you're only really bad at once.
Yep.
So yeah, he's interested. He asks, that you make him one of these sheets with strings, but he needs it to be fireproof so that it doesn't, burn.
Right.
Because he's a fire lizard. He is literally a fire lizard. He can breathe flame and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Sure. What material would you like to use to give it a shot, sir?
Oh, do you have any spare asbestos?
No, I got this. I got this from the head Australian.
No.
He made it for me.
There must be other better flame retardant materials out there now.
I have no idea, says the lizard. Well, here in cowboy times, this is pretty much it, and it's made of asbestos is a type of something you mine from the ground. So yes, there are back where you just came from. There are lots better fire retardant things that you could actually make a parachute out of. Of course, you'd have to know how much lizard weighs, how much he's going to thrash around, will his tail fuck with the parachuting and stuff like that. Things that any sane skydiver would never have to worry about. What do you mean the tail? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Well, at least you know he's now here, and you can always come back via the barber.
And then it looks at Dana and says, "How about you?"
I was wondering if you would like to try yourself at some parkour.
The lizard looks at you and goes, "I don't know what that is."
I demonstrate. Hopefully very well.
The lizard says, "Do you see how short my legs are? I can open my mouth wider than my legs are long."
Well, I don't do an impressive job of it anyway.
Jumping around really isn't a hobby I'm after, says the lizard. If you got something different. My legs are really short and I don't move very good unless I'm running straight forward.
I try to mimic what Dana's doing.
Falling down over tables? Okay.
Oh dear.
Humble parkour.
The lizard is really, really shocked that he managed to break his pitcher, that he was fucking painstakingly wood burning of the head Australian. And he cries for a while over it.
I'm sorry, lizard.
Thanks, he says, sobbing. "Oh, I've worked for months on this. There's going to be a big surprise." He sheds big lizard tears. He noses around the several pieces of the Joshua McKay picture. He goes, fuck. He stomps off to go find something like wood.
Wood.
Mm-hmm. So, what would you guys like to do now? You've upset a lizard. The downsides of skill or anything, sadly.
Well, I can show you some different areas if you want, or you can stay here and explore a bit more here if you like.
I thought you were going to say irritate the lizard more.
Okay.
Could do. They refuse to answer you and stand at a distance instead, Alex. Maybe they're drunk like you want to be.
Yeah.
They could be sneaky drinking so that,
Yes.
you know.
Let's go check out somewhere else.
Okay.
Great. You guys go wandering around on tour of the town? Or do you want to go to a different zone? I'm not sure what you mean by somewhere else.
I would like to figure out if these are costumes or animals, because I love animals.
Well, this is the place. Whether you love animals or you're a furry, this is the place.
Or you love animals.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Too much love hurts. No, they're real. They've they're doing facial expressions and shit way too well.
May I roll zoology for confirmation?
Sure.
Yes, they are real. This is great.
Yeah, you are absolutely thrilled.
Animals have been my only friend, and now they can talk to me.
It shows one animal talking about doing something wildly inappropriate with another animal to a small group of other animals, and you're like, you're harshing my buzz.